Jack just has some great ones is his hair. He has some great hair flips behind the plate before he puts his mask on, throws the flow back, gets all the ladies going. It's a great one. It's a great one for sure.
Yeah, you could all say we're pretty good real friends with Jack. You know what you say?
I mean, you're a much more of a true friend than I am, but yeah, he's a real friend for sure.
Real friend, yeah.
Jack's really funny in April. I don't know why. He told us specifically that he loves April. He just seems like a little lighter on his feet for whatever reason, and none of us can really like understand why.
Doesn't make any sense, but for some reason.
Yeah, pretty weird actually.
All right, so Perry, he just loves Chipotle. Like, eats it all the time. Always eats it.
I think there was one time in Washington he was just scarfing it down.
Oh, yeah.
Big series win. Like, he loved it a lot.
I didn't even get my bowl before he was done.
Yeah, he got it. He's like, let's go!
Funny story from Mason Fessler. We were playing at Whitman my freshman year, and he's rounding third and just completely ate it, and then got thrown out at home. One of my best memories from Perry was against George Fox last year. He actually missed a sign that was supposed to be a bunt, and then ended up hitting a ball like 430 feet and gave us the lead in a huge series. So that was pretty cool.
Maybe it was a year or two ago, Alan was telling us that he wanted to be like a big-time actor.
Yeah, and we were like, I don't know, you're all right, but like you're never going to like win an Emmy or anything.
It's never going to be that big.
We're going off a really fast interval. It's like Mark would just ask me, and Mark's like way faster than me. Mark would just say, Micah, you're going to lead this set today. He's like, all right, I'm going to try my best. And like you know, maybe 3 or 4 rounds of set would be going okay, but once we get 5 or 6, Mark would just go, okay, Micah, I'm sorry, I'm not having any of it, I'm going first.
Margot has a hard butt. She, I don't know how to, like, tell these stories without, like... You don't need to tell the story, it's fine. They'll get it, they'll understand.
Jack, whenever he gets mad, we put a hole in his peanut butter sandwiches. That's a classic. Take a Goudy cup and just make a hole right there.
Yeah.
Ricardo, too, got a cat.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. Ricardo's cat is awesome.
Inspiring watching Ricardo be a single parent out here.
Yeah, he's working
Student
hard.
athlete,
responsible
parent combo.
A great moment we had with Jack Wellman when he got elected ASBU president. We all started calling him Mr. President at practice. And he kept getting really embarrassed about it, and it was pretty funny.
We were all out for a run together through Bush Park, and it was a pretty tight-knit pack. And suddenly, a root got the best of Hazel, and she starts going down. And the only thing to stop her from completely eating it was our beloved senior Hannah Swanson's butt, which she grabbed as a life-saving device.
Favorite memory of Emma is when we were in a timeout and we were probably 10 points down and Emma's really hyped up and she's like, come on guys, we can do this, like, let's go. And then coach looks at her and goes, Emma, calm down. And then I heard the loudest giggle that I've ever heard in my entire life from her. And she just laughed it off. It was great.
One senior, who will remain unnamed, farted during our pregame talk and cleared out the entire locker room. It smelled like eggs so bad.
It was like during a really serious moment, too.
Oh, gosh. And Peg was like, are you okay? And she was like, yeah, I was just farting.
Mary's the girl we go to when we need some energy. Hip, hip, hooray. Celine's really snarky. Like, you won't see it coming, and all of a sudden, she just throws something in there. It's like, what?
My funniest memory of Megan would have to be when we were watching film before one of the practices, and Amanda took her shin guards and labeled right on the left shin guard and left on the right shin guard. And Megan put them on, and I feel like a lot of people knew, I don't know, but she wore her shin guards on the wrong legs the entire practice and had no idea, so.
Kelsey has these rules and, like, challenges that she gives herself.
Yeah.
And the challenge that she was doing when I came in my freshman year was that she wasn't using utensils just to see if she could do it. So it was like after our first
first practice, which was the YBMI, we went to Gowdy and we were having team breakfast, and she started eating her yogurt or her oatmeal like with her fingers, and nobody was questioning it, and I was sitting right next to her and I was just like, what are you doing? But I was scared to ask her.
Michaela, I don't know, she always likes to fix her hood, kind of.
Yeah,
She never likes to show her neck at all.
Yeah.
No,
Never.
sometimes
Never likes
she's
to
really
show her
cool
neck.
Just
on
like
court.
this. Yeah.
Yeah. Naomi has a really bad habit of when she like shanks a ball just out of nowhere, she kind of just goes, fudge balls!
I mean, I'm always going to remember D-line dinner with Travis and Benyon, having them there, and they were kind of like the dads, like always monitoring us and stuff, and like making sure like we weren't embarrassing ourselves wherever we went, like out to eat, whether it be like Best Little Roadhouse or whatever, and just all the funny jokes that we'd make.
I don't know, like Mikel and I would always make like SpongeBob references, like to everything. Like even if our coach was like getting on us about something, like everything would just come back to a SpongeBob reference.
For me, I would probably say open gym with Casey. This guy's super good shooter, awesome, but if he misses one shot, it's like, God, I suck, don't pass me the ball. It's really funny because you miss like 1 out of like 10 shots.
Yeah, there's really games where like he'll be like 8 of 9. He'll come into the huddle and be like, don't pass me the ball anymore. I'm like, bro, you have 25 points. Like, relax. Oh, Conan. I've never been so scared of getting dunked on by somebody who's like 5'6". Like in practice, I'll just be standing and I'll always have my head on a swivel because I know he'll come full speed and just try and grab on whatever's above me.
Just come and grab your shoulder and just, my bro, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Every night in a hotel room before the meet, she heats up a sweet potato and makes the whole hotel room smell like sweet potato.
Yes.
But it makes her run fast, so.
Sweet potatoes don't smell bad, so.
Mark has this really weird tradition where he likes to wear basketball shoes.
He has a lot of
basketball shoes to swim meets, which makes sense, like in case
And-
there's like a pickup game going on, you know, at the meet.
He says, you know, it's all about the goal, not about the show, but he definitely about the show.
He's got the show.
Yeah.
Whenever Spencer's on the golf course and he hits a bad shot, rather than getting mad like most of us, he'll just say super sarcastically, "Nice shot, Spencer." Pretty much the same way every time.
Emmy is definitely superstitious. We have our own little pregame ritual, and if like that doesn't go just right, she like freaks out and is like, "Oh no, we're gonna like lose the game."
I would say Marley's funniest tradition, I mean, this isn't intentional, but every single fitness test I've ever run with her, she has thrown up at, like, religiously.
Kylie always has to listen to a specific song 15 minutes before the game starts, exactly 15 minutes, and eat her banana while she sings it
And
before every
use
game.
the banana as a microphone. Mary usually has some weird, healthy, like oatmeal or drink that's like green and smells like poop mixed with grass.
And Celine drinks Monster before every practice and game, everything that she does.
Also, I feel like Nico's always talking on the phone with somebody from Guadalupe before games. Always. Like,
ooh, FaceTime.
Yeah, he's a big FaceTime guy.
He's always FaceTiming.
Big FaceTime guy.
Yeah.
I'd say that Travis would always like come to game day wearing like his like nicest shoes. I don't know, it's like we'd all be wearing like slides or flip flops, like in socks, and he'd be out there with like these like bright yellow highlighter shoes, and we're like, what the heck? And then Teray, he'd always have like a tuna sandwich at like Sunday films, like the day after a game, and like knowing we have to run in like 30 minutes while we're watching film, I'm like, how is he gonna, like, oh my gosh.
Linemen especially in general use a lot of Tiger Balm and like the BioFreeze stuff, and some of them, especially the seniors, like to put it in their nose before games because they feel like it helps them breathe a little bit better.
Liam, after every meal, likes to actually eat the plates as well, and we always have to tell him, Liam, you're not supposed to eat the plates, but...
He's a hungry boy.
Hungry boy.
Liam, he's got this tradition. We'll always be in this team huddle before the game, and like everyone's getting psyched and stuff, but then Liam will go, "Oh, I haven't called Heidi for 20 minutes," and we'll go off, run, call Heidi, you know, make sure she's alright, tell her he loves her.
Oh, sometimes when she gets pissed, she has a habit of blaming it on the racket.
it's never Michaela's fault. So she like switches the grip, and sometimes she like throws her racket down, and you could see Bryce, like our coach, on sitting on our court, just furiously like gripping. He'll be like, "Sarah, great ball," and then he just hands it off, and she's
Bryce,
like,
I need my racket regripped right now.
Yeah.
Naomi's weird tradition is kind of like, she just always dances on the court. You know, we got the music going at practice. She just starts dancing.
Jet would always bring turtlenecks everywhere with him, which is kind of a weird thing, but...
Another great tradition for Mr. Eric Del Prado is, so for those of you who know Eric, he is 6'5", like 250, 240?
At least.
Big man. Big man. So every time that we tarp, this guy wears glasses that suffocate his head with the beanie over the top and a skin-tight shirt. Puts all of his curves into play.
Yes.
And it's beautiful. It's a good look for sure.
Mm-hmm. Over the years, we've noticed a lot of like Hawaiian traditions from Fong, which is actually pretty weird considering he's a Haole, doesn't know much about the Hawaiian culture much. I don't know if even this is a tradition for Eric, but like that guy literally sweats so much. Like that guy shows up to the field, he's already sweat through 4 layers, like his jersey. Like, I'm not a betting man, but if I were, I'd put money that he's pitting out right now at this event, so.
Love you, Eric.
I would say that Bridget's spirit animal is a bunny. She's super sweet and sort of just friends with everyone and always planning, like, team bonding events.
Tania's spirit animal would probably be, like, a cat, because she, like, always just talks about cats and then just wants to act like a cat any chance she gets.
Jack Wellman's spirit animal is definitely a golden retriever.
DJ's spirit animal, I don't pick on him here, but he's like a little chihuahua because he's just short and then he's just always like running around and doing extra stuff.
A swan, of course. Hands down. Yep.
Jack's is easy.
Jack is a golden retriever.
Yeah. Mark's spirit animal. See, I think Mark's a proud man, so I think he's got a proud animal.
Yeah.
But like, also an animal that, like, I guess kind of likes its space, so I'm trying to... But a flashing... Maybe like a peacock, you know, like a male peacock, you know, because it's got the really bright feathers that pop out, you know? It looks all fancy and good. But if you get too close, it, like, chases after you.
I have to say Spencer's might be a turtle, because once you get past the hard exterior, he's a real softie.
For what I got from Maddie was a chipmunk, because she's kind of spunky.
And little.
And little, yeah.
I like it.
Emma's spirit animal, I would say, is a koala bear because she's very calm and very cool and collected, but also because it lives in Australia, and I'm pretty sure that she's going to continue to live there after she graduates because she loves it so much.
Yeah, we can't drag her away.
I would have to say squirrel. That's not like a negative thing. She is so high energy and so just happy and positive all the time, just moving everywhere. And, like, you know, it looks cute, but on the field she will tear you to shreds if you're not expecting that, so.
I would have to say that Megan's spirit animal is a gazelle.
I think Marley's spirit animal, it's not really a spirit animal, but she dresses up as Dobby at the Hogwarts for Afkai, and I think that just, like, speaks so much to her because she... Not that she, like, super resembles Dobby, but, like, the way that she just walks around and, like, kind of dresses up in that costume is just, like, hilarious, and I think that she's, like, that quirky person that can work the costume, and it's super funny.
Yeah. Michaela's the grumpy cat.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
Noemi's is the raccoon.
Yeah, because she's always just, she's an RA, so she's just really tired. She's always, like, taking care of other people, but she's always really tired, so she's got, like, really dark circles.
Margot is a wombat. Noemi said you're a wombat. Because apparently they have, like, cartilage on their butt, so, like Margot.
Kate's an owl.
Kate's an owl. She's very wise, yeah. She always will give you good advice.
Jamie is a...
Chihuahua.
Chihuahua. Very timid. A little scared.
Nandi's a parakeet.
Very sassy.
Yeah. Rachel gives you as Mother Goose.
Oh, yes, Mother Goose.
She's a team mom. Thanks, Rachel.
Dan is a elderly golden retriever.
Cassie is...
Those two Siamese cats
from Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always causing trouble.
Ashlyn is the hyenas from The Lion King.
Yeah.
Specifically Bonsai and Ed, like a combination of their personalities. Likes to laugh a lot. always
Little
cuckoo, mischievous, you know.
Ashley is a mouse because she's small and she likes cheese.
Kelsey's probably like a hyena because she's always really loud and she's laughing all the time. And every time she walks in, she's like, "Hey guys!" really loud, and that's just like Kelsey's thing.
Kylie is a goat because she's the greatest of all time, obviously, all-time leading scorer. Easy.
Mary's definitely the Energizer Bunny.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah. Celine, I think her spirit animal's a lion because she's always the one that you want on your side of a fight, and she's actually really protective, I feel like, especially of like us smaller people. Whitney is a cat, okay, because she's kind of quiet and you're like, oh, you know, there's a cat. But then she'll just do the funniest stuff and you'll be like, oh my god, what? Oh my gosh, Whitney's hilarious.
Low-key, Conan's like a chihuahua because he's like really small, but
why you do him like that?
He's real small, but like sometimes I'm scared of him. Dylan,
Eeyore.
From, what is it, Winnie the Pooh?
Winnie the Pooh.
Because sometimes he'll just be walking around the court just sad. He'll just be like this all practice. Like, bro, are you good? He's like, yeah.
Yeah, bro, I'm good.
Okay. Nico might be like a French bulldog just because it's French.
Why
like,
are you saying just because
there's no correlation to the bulldog really just because it's French.
No, on the court he's like a bulldog, especially when he grabs like 20 boards. He just
Ben Yan is an owl because he's like really wise and like calm all the time, and he's like really smart, and he always tells us like what to do and stuff, but like, and you like you look at an owl and like, oh, it's just like peaceful and like all wise, but like when it's like game time or like when it's like nighttime, he's like gets his talons out and he's like ready to hunt, you know. He's like ready to get some sacks.
I think that Mikkel is Big Z from like the movie Surf's Up. It's like this big penguin.
Travis is a lion because he's really prideful.
Jordan Fickus, and if I had to pick a spirit animal for him, I'd say an otter. Just kind of like the flow of the hair and all that, just going with the flow like an otter. Ryan Knowlton, no explanation here, but his spirit animal will be a ram. Kevin Martz, senior receiver, definitely a puffer fish because when they freak out, they just kind of squirt out their link.
Chris Feskins, he would be a warthog. Sal would be a gorilla. Scarda would be a hibernating bear. He's real quiet. He kind of sits around and then he freaks out on you when you wake him up.
Quinn Nottage. I'd say he's a goat. Well, he is the goat. But, he's kind of like... We would never call him a fat goat. But
kind of like a stocky.
Yeah, stocky, like hefty goat.
I'm a goat.
The first thing that comes to mind when we think of Liam is a blobfish.
Yeah.
And then Alan's just like a little cute, soft little guy, so we say he's a snow bunny.
Yeah, he's a softie.
Spirit animal for Eric Del Prado, I'd say it's a skunk, just because he knows how to clear out a room. Leaf.
Cam spirit animal, I'd say probably a snail. He's got that hard shell on the outside, but on the inside he's gooey and soft.
My man Jet, his spirit animal has got to be a parrot, because that man just does not stop talking.
I mean, Jack, you can attest to this one. It has to be something thick. Has to be a thick animal. Something like a walrus, like a polar bear. Something girthy.
For Troy, I don't know why, first animal that came to mind was a chinchilla.
Perry, Perry, if there's one animal to describe him, it'd probably be the moon emoji.
Obviously, we'd miss them. They're pretty funny.
Yeah, they're funny, and they brought a really positive attitude, and they were all just really good leaders. Having 6 seniors out there was really great for our team.
I'm really going to miss Kelsey and Mary's moral support. They were just the ones that when you needed something, they had the right words to say, and that's kind of hard to find.
Well, just kind of miss the whole team atmosphere in general. They were half the team this year, and they built up this team, and they're a combination of being, you can depend on them, they work hard, and...
They were our go-to.
Yeah.
Like mentally and like actually physically on the court, and they were our go-to all the time.
Also gonna miss Jack's hair flips before innings. He always looks up at the stands every inning and makes sure his hair is all perfect before he puts on his helmet and mask.
Does have great
takes
hair.
the field. Kind of something little like this, just a little brush back and puts the hat back on. It's all nice.
I'm probably gonna miss Fong and Cam standing on both sides of me on the bench, creating our little Kahlua pig sandwich.
I'm also going to miss Jack Brett because he's a real friend. Sometimes I can even call him a true friend.
On rare occasions,
Rare
yeah.
occasions, yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10, we're going to miss him a lot.
Yeah.
For sure, just seeing them every day.
Yeah.
They're like family. They're our best friends.
Mhm.
They still come into the locker room and it's just like Christmas almost. I love seeing them.
I think I'll miss Mikhail's laugh. It was really infectious. Like whenever he started laughing about something, like it's hard not to giggle.
Just like practice and even like games, just like talking a lot of smack like with Mikhail. Like we'd always like feed off of each other's energy, and I mean like sometimes it like definitely like our coaches and stuff didn't like it, but it was like really funny, and we always just had like the most fun out there. So
For me, just like friends that have known the ropes. And so I think one of the cool things about the football team, at least I know for a fact, is that there's not a lot of class divisions, so like seniors and freshmen and sophomores and juniors, it's all together. And so it sucks that you're losing friends that have been there before, and those are the guys that have been showing you the ropes the whole year. So losing that is one of the things that I think I'll miss the most.
That, and on top of that, a bunch of leadership we're losing, and a bunch of good guys who want to get better and want to help the program any way they can.
I'll miss Quinn's heart and passion. He's just the kind of guy where if I was trapped in a burning building or something, he would punch through a wall for me.
Yeah, and I'm also going to miss Quinn a lot. He has these really fun, like 45-minute talks before every single game where he just will go on and on about like how much the team means to him. I'm going to miss that.
Probably for me, it's going to be my handshake with Alan. Some people on the team think it's weird and kind of uncomfortable, but like he'll just get me and I'll go open hand, he'll go close fisted and just kind of hold it there, and I don't know. It's kind of a thing.
It's a funny handshake.
Yeah.
I'm going to miss most about Emmy, her positive energy, her laughter, her jokes, and then her quiet intensity. It's like she's always there in the moment when she needs to be, always comes through for the team.
I will miss Michaela's positive,
Yeah.
bubbly
She's the
attitude.
most positive person we know.
Very
She's just
bubbly and
really
cheerful.
supportive.
Yeah.
All the time. Has a smile on her face.
Yeah. When I'm having a bad day, I know that if I go crying to Michaela, she's gonna, like give me a huge hug.
The emotional support of
Yeah.
Michaela.
Huge hug.
We love you.
She's gonna just tell me everything's gonna be okay. She's gonna, just let me cry. And she'll just do it all with a smile on her face.
I'm gonna miss Noemi's hugs.
Yeah.
Noemi gives great hugs. Michaela's not much of a hugger, but when she does give hugs, they're good ones.
That's how you know you made it.
It's like the fun we have as like the team with the seniors and like joking around, and like they just bring like a good vibe to the team and like keeping us like calm and like focused on like making sure we work hard in practice and everything.
I'm gonna miss Jack's quads for sure.
I mean, Jack's like a dad to me, so I'm gonna miss that fatherly quality on the team.
I'm gonna miss Emma's aggressive driving. She's a great driver, but she speeds a lot.
For Mark, we're gonna miss his leadership on the team, his presence on the team. He's always got these great pre-meet speeches that I don't think anyone has matched in a while.
I'll miss Rachel and Diana they're our in-house, if you have any questions about anything exercise science related, how lactic acid works. Learned a lot about that this season.
I think I'll miss both of them together because they're kind of a unit.
They
have this really cool brother-sister bond. So both of them together is what I'll miss.
Yep, they're a pretty sassy duo.
Yeah, it's great.